pressed that. I guess I didn't. Sorry. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Moke and Friends. It is Moke, and I have Anastasia with me once again. Anastasia, how are you?
I'm doing well. How's it going here at Moke and Friends today?
It's good. Oh, look, I got a drop. Moke and Friends.
Oh, that's dope.
That's me saying it. I wanted it to sound like a grown ass nigga saying it like a kid. Moke and Friends. So,
Yeah, you did that.
but if you know, like in my podcast, like when I first met you, I was doing that in the beginning also.
Right. Okay. I vaguely remember that. That was a long time ago.
How are you, ma'am? How are you? Thank you for being here with your boy. How goes
it? I'm doing well. I can't complain. Just staying busy, going through the steps, taking it day by day, trusting the process, all that good stuff.
Now, you said staying busy, and I would agree to that because I think I've been kind of harassing you for probably about like a month, to be on. Maybe
I don't think it's been that long, and you don't have to harass me to be on your show. I mean, it's a pleasure for me to come and do that.
I know, but I feel like I asked you like more than 4 or 5 times within the past 4 weeks, maybe.
You bring it up so your way of asking, because it doesn't feel like that. If it was something you badgered me about, then we probably wouldn't be doing this. But I think because you bring it up and then you're respectful of my space, you're like, hey, this and this, think about it, and I'll follow it back up with you. So you make it easy. That
is true. Now, we were talking behind the scenes, we were talking about birthdays.
Correct.
No. Wait. Before we talk about birthdays, I was snooping through your Instagram.
Okay.
And I saw, was that Dallas? You were on the news.
Correct.
What news was that?
So that was KView, Austin.
Okay.
And they do a Keep Austin Local segment. I believe they do it once a week. And I was the featured artist for that week.
How did they go about picking that?
So somebody that works on my team reached out and said, hey, Anastasia's available to interview. And they were like, oh, okay, great. We can do that. We'll film a performance. We'll do the interview. We'll cut it together. And, it'll be on the 5 o'clock news. And that's what happened.
How did that feel? Or was that just like
No, it's always a big deal. Even though, being featured on the news like that is not what it used to be, because not everybody even watches television news these days. But when it comes down to it, anytime that you can do a performance and tell more about your story and have it be exposed to people, like, that's always a good thing. So I try to take it seriously every time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, I want to jump into your music. Now, before, as I was also snooping through your Instagram. Funny thing is, when I'm at work, I listen to music, and a lot of times Kelly Yoga comes up on there on my playlist. It's in the shuffle. Nice. But so I was going through your Instagram and listening to your music and everything like that. Your style has changed. Can we say that? Now, sorry, I've smoked some really good gas, and I guess it just got my throat. But your style has changed. Now, you were rapping your ass off back in the day.
Yes, I still do sometimes.
Right, but now, like, I feel like you're making like music.
Right. Well, so I don't know if it's that so much that I changed, but I definitely evolved as an artist. I've grown, like how I feel about things now may not be how I felt about things 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And also I had to develop my confidence to be able to kind of step out of the box a little bit more. So it's just a result of me growing.
I was going to say you started singing more.
Yes. Well, I was telling somebody the other day, I do what I feel. You know what I mean? So if I hear a beat, or if I say today I want to rap, or today I want to sing, or today I want to whatever, I allow myself to do that. And if it's dope, it's dope. I'll build on that, and that might be something that you hear. But, you know, the thing about it is, like I said, I didn't have the confidence to sing initially. You know, I kind of had to step into that and just trust myself, you know, to be able to do it right.
Right. So now you said like evolution, growth in music. So where did the evolution start from? When you were like rapping, now your music sounds very mature, well put together. You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear your music, I think of a clean house, if that makes sense.
So it's polished.
Yeah.
I feel you. Well, that's always been something that I strive for. It's just that now, you know, I used to think about it as, you know, okay, well, I got this song, I'm gonna put a 16 here, a 16 there, and a hook, and then piece it all together. But now I think I'm able to more sit back, listen to a beat, and just imagine the finished product. It's easy for me when I imagine what I want it to sound like. You know what I mean? Do I want it to be kind of rap pop? Do I want it to be R&B? You know, how do I want it to feel? And, you know, maybe technology has just come a long way. You know what I mean? Like if you get the beats and they're already mixed to a certain standard, it doesn't take much, you know, after the recording process to mix and master it and make it sound really, really polished.
Yeah. And you're performing like exclusively with the band?
I lately, yes, that has been my live performance. I don't remember the last time I performed with just tracks. Yeah. I mean, I still have the ability and the capability, and I would, you know, I would love to get out with like a DJ Don Tizzle and do some, you know, rap and DJ stuff. But, you know, the band is working for me right now.
Now, what do you think is the most popping song on your album? That was a weird way to ask a question.
And that's a hard question because, you know, which one of your kids is your favorite kid? Like you can't, you know what I'm saying?
You could. You could.
You could. But, you know, who wants to say
yeah.
pick and choose? I like them all for different reasons. I think they all are, you know, I think it's versatile enough that they all have different messages and purposes and everything. So while one of them might be a bop, like, you know, I might hear Big Tuna and maybe want to get up and dance. You know, I might hear Safe Space and it's supposed to remind me of a warm blanket. You know, I'm supposed to feel safe and loved. So, I mean, they're all great in their own way.
What about Ceiling?
I like Ceiling. You know, there's a difficulty with me in Ceiling. Ceiling actually is today's song of the day at KUTX.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked. I figured that would be. I thought that was your most popular song to you, but that's the most popular song to them.
Well, yeah, I guess they had their choice, and that was what they chose. And actually, when I put together the songs on the EP, I put it together in my order. Ceiling was last, you know, but when I sent it to my management and they listened, they were like, no, we got to put Ceiling first. So
Ceiling is fire.
It is.
But no, Big Tuna's like my shit too.
Right. But I don't know, for me, it's two different vibes. And I think the reason that I don't say Ceiling first is because of the subject matter. You know, I feel like, you know, everything everywhere is sexual, everything everywhere. And I didn't want to seem typical in that way. Not that it's just an overtly sexual song, but the song is about, you know, being with your lover. You know what I mean? So I wanted to stand out differently, but, you know, if it's dope, it's dope, which that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. And I think that's actually going to be the next single that I float from this project.
Ceilings?
Yeah.
You going to shoot a video and all that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope. Oh, are you like working on anything, or are you just kind of riding this out?
Working on anything new, you asking?
Yeah.
Yes, always. So I've got a few collaborations that'll be coming up, you know, in the fall. I'm just starting to work on a live album with the band. So, live instrumentation, we're going to do our, like the Kendrick thing, the J. Cole thing. We got our
like live as in them just in the studio playing live, or it was recorded from a show?
Live as in we get in the studio and play.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, I would love to record a show and put out a live, or, Anastasia live at Vulcan or, whatever venue. Live at Moody Theater at ACL. I'm just putting that out in the universe. I would love to do that one day, but I think people need to get the full, well mixed, everything perfect, get the studio. And I would like to spend time on that. You know what I mean? We need to really learn that process working together. Like, this will be my first time writing with musicians together at the same time. So, I really want to take my time and fill out that process.
So you said you have some new music?
Yes, I do.
How come I haven't heard it?
Well, because it might not be presentable yet.
Come on.
No, see, you say that, and every time I send you something before I mean to send it to you, I say, hey, listen with your homeboy ears, with your heart.
Right.
Right. In our ears, and you never do it. So
what are you talking about?
You gotta make me feel bad about my shit.
No, I don't. No, stop it. I always like this shit, nigga.
You're right. No, you're right.
I always like your shit. You always give you a hard time if you saying that, but I always like your stuff. But I always feel disrespected when I hear from you talking about new shit that I never heard of. I'm sorry.
I don't think you should feel that way.
But I like hearing your stuff.
Okay, like, well, I'll send you some.
Like, I met you 6 years ago, and I met you when you dropped the Kellen Yoga.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So and I've always told you, and I still think you should do an R&B album. I told you that. You know what I'm saying? And but your raps to me is like rap and R&B. So I mean, I appreciate seeing your evolution.
Yeah.
And I felt like that I should always just get your unreleased shit.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. And I know I like sending you my stuff because you give good feedback. You know what I mean? Like, so ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll send you some stuff to listen to. Let me know how you feel about it.
Yeah. So you got a band. You gonna remake Beautiful Clouds? I
might. Actually, there's a few songs in my catalog that I want to go back and revisit.
You should really do Kellen Yoga.
I should. Well, we have a live version of that kind of has a jazz feel. Yeah, but it's just a matter of the musicians working out exactly what they want to do and making it make sense. But yeah, that could be done.
Nice. Now, as I was also snooping on your Instagram, I came across this. Please do explain.
BMI Texas 10. So, to my knowledge, BMI, the performing rights organization, it's on par with ASCAP and that type of thing. Support songwriters and artists. They put out their Texas 10 every month, and I'm within that 10 for the month. And it's not a ranking. My dad was looking. He's like, "You're number 8." And I'm like, "No, I don't think I'm number 8. I'm equal with all those other people." It's just I had to explain that. But
I mean, it's kind of a ranking. It's like y'all are the top 10, right?
See, that's the thing. Nowhere in any of the writing or literature or playlist, whatever, does it say top 10. It just says Texas 10. So it's just 10 from Texas that they like, not the top 10. It's not But I guess, they're not
going to have no sorry ass nigga up in there.
You're right. Definitely. It's going to be dope people in the top.
So it's top something. Is it called top 10? Right?
No, it's just called Texas 10. Like, you have it on the graphic right there. It's just called Texas 10. That's it.
Why you guys be checking me though?
Rappers are so competitive. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, you kind of are.
I'm a podcaster.
Yeah, whatever.
But no, okay. But I thought it was like top 10 shit, But wouldn't it be dope if it was?
It would, but then who's to say one person is above the other? And also, because those are 10 completely different artists. It's not like it's 10 rap artists and then you can pick the best one. You know what I mean? Like,
so y'all are different genres.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe y'all are the top of the genre that they pick.
You keep trying to figure this out, and it's really super simple.
I'm just trying to give you like accolades, man.
Artists in Austin, Texas. These are the 10 we're showcasing this month. Next month we'll showcase 10 more, and then 10 more, and then that's how it goes. I don't think that you're thinking about it the right way, but that's okay. I'm here to educate and help. I'm your friend. We friends.
Anastasia.
Yes.
Very good friend of mine. Huh?
That's correct. That's true.
Yes, we're cool. I know sometimes I do get what's the word? Get in my feelings, maybe. Like, yo, I do get in my feelings. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Why? About what?
Because I be wanting people to pick up the phone when I call them.
I don't pick up the phone when you call them?
Nigga, no.
We didn't work out this date to do this podcast, and I didn't just say, hey, well, you know what, this week is busy, like y'all was supposed to be on last week, right? I said this week is busy for me, next week looks good, and here we are. Like, so I don't understand. There's some people that I don't answer or return phone calls at all.
Nah, like, but I think I was calling to talk shit, and I feel like when I'm calling to talk shit because you never pick up.
Be like, what's up, text me. Yeah.
Yo, so okay. So wait, for the BMI Texas 10, are they picking artists or are they picking songs and they making a playlist?
So there's a playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
That they publish, and then they send it out to all their people, whoever I guess is on their mailing list or distribution list or follows BMI, they'll get that playlist. Okay.
So, and it's called Texas 10?
It's just Texas 10. Yes.
I'm gonna look it up.
You should. I think it's cool.
Now, congratulations on that. Now let's take it to a broader situation. So I asked you, what did you do for your birthday? You said you performed.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And you said that was kind of like a birthday gift to you. Before we get into our next topic, how has the performance been? Like how many of you did? I feel like you've been performing like a lot.
I have been. It's been a busy spring and summer, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like the band, thankfully, it's 6 of us all together. Everybody got live schedules, jobs, kids, you know what I mean? But the fact that every opportunity that has come up for us to get on stage and impress somebody and forward our craft, everybody's just kind of been available. So it's just been rolling. It's like, oh, we're doing this thing next Friday, next Sunday. Can you make it? Let's rehearse. We get in, once we have a show coming up, we get in once a week or sometimes even twice a week and rehearse as a team. So it's going good. Like I feel really lucky that I'm around these musicians at this point in my career.
Mm-hmm. And so how are the shows with COVID?
It's been a little bit different.
Like, are y'all masked up?
So, yes, most of the venues are still, for the most part, or had been up until recently, requiring masks. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times before you even get to the venue, they'll send in advance, like your technical advance. This is when you load in. This is our COVID protocol. These are our expectations at the venue. So everybody's been really, really good about being communicative about what they're doing right now. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's been a hindrance. Like I don't feel separated from the audience, even though, there are some venues where they have to stand so far from the stage. You know what I mean? But it really hasn't made that much of a difference. Maybe we're just so happy to be there performing, but it's been a good experience.
Now, do you are you still worried about COVID?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I do definitely still think it's a valid concern.
Funny thing is, well, I guess not funny, but one of my homeboys, he got sick and he was tested positive. You know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, because it's somebody I smoke with, whatever. And so I usually have podcasts on Mondays, but I didn't because I had to get checked for COVID. I thought I had COVID, but it turns out I didn't. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, I asked you that because I know it is it's festival season. So would you perform at a festival? And I'm not talking like the because when you think about South by Festival versus like Lollapalooza Festival, it's different. You know what I mean? Because South by is it's in a city. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But like a festival as of ACL, something like that, would you perform in them now?
Yes, absolutely, positively, I would, because I know that whoever puts the festival together, it's in their best interest for people to be safe too. Like they don't want to become known as the festival that was a super spreader event and so many hundreds of people got sick. They don't, they want to protect their audience, and they definitely want to protect their artists too. And I think that, a lot of the stuff that I do, artists are separated from the audience. There's a green room, you can sit backstage, you can isolate yourself if you need to. So that makes me comfortable too.
But what do you mean that they're not really protecting the people?
They definitely are protecting their customers, or at least that's the goal. So most places that I've been, you can't, we performed outside on outdoor stages. I think the last 3 shows before this last week were on outdoor stages. You know what I mean?
You're talking shows, not festivals.
Okay, right. So you're talking about, when you see like this sea of people all mashed together in an audience.
Like, did you see Blues on the Green? Blues on the Green was just like that.
Yeah, it was mad crazy. And of course, I'm thinking that most of the people out there have calculated the risk, are vaccinated, or
don't give a fuck.
That too. I mean, and who's to say who's who? You can't just ask every person. Right. So, at some point you just have to operate on the honor system and hope people aren't out there actively spreading and, are still concerned about our health.
Yeah. Yeah, like I hope so too. I almost went to Blues on the Green, but I was pretty sick, like with I guess allergies, but I didn't go, but I really wanted to go.
Really? Okay.
See, and so the reason why I asked is about the whole would you perform at a festival, just because there's another with the new variant. I haven't really checked up on it, but I assume that is probably a beast. You know what I'm saying?
From what yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel people in Austin have a different feel on festivals. I don't know, but we'll see in September when ACL comes, or is it October?
Yeah, no, it's in October, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably. But
I would definitely feel comfortable performing at a festival, especially an outdoor one, especially one like an ACL where, like I said, you get your own space. You know what I mean?
Right.
Since they're going ahead with the event, I trust that the organizers are going to do their best to keep everybody safe.
Now, speaking of festivals, my next topic I want to talk is rants. Okay. So, rants could go from anything like Kanye rants,
yes,
to Meg Thee Stallion rants, to the baby rants. Now that also goes in with the baby crowd check, because I know that you're a talker. You're a talker.
Not really.
You're not a talker during your shows?
Well, I do. I that's part of my job when I'm on stage, is to segue and this and that. But I don't get too deep off into my person. I'm telling stories about the song. I'm just, relating to the audience, but I don't go too much off into political topics.
Oh, what do you mean political topics? Like you haven't never just went on a rant?
No, because honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think my own personal thoughts and opinions on things is that important. I don't think people care about that. That's not why they come out. And if that is why they came out, it's in the music, like it's in the song. Like that's my job. I'm a musician. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a political commentator. I'm not a podcaster. You know what I mean? So I don't think my thoughts are that important that I would need to stop a show and grab the mic and go off on some rant. It's just
but I mean, as you're having your show, you know what I mean? You can segue to another song, and it can be chocolate chicken. and then you could just go on this rant before you go into the song.
That's true. That's what's never happened. Not to say that it never will, or not, you never know. Something very important and near and dear to my heart could come up tomorrow. And I'm like, no, I need to speak on this. This is important. I have this microphone, I have this platform, this megaphone. I might as well go on and do it. Like that could totally happen. I haven't had that experience. I haven't felt the need to up to this point.
Do you do you look at yourself different? Like I'm just thinking about like what do you classify yourself now as
far as genre?
Yeah.
I still say I'm a rap artist first. I'm a rap artist, vocalist, songwriter, rap artist, singer, songwriter.
Are you gonna ever do like a full R&B album?
What is a full R&B album?
Where you just singing all the way through?
Probably not.
Why?
I can't foresee that happening. Born to Love You, I don't think I rapped on Born to Love You at all. But I think I was still doing the rap singing.
You rapped on Born to Love You, the song.
I didn't. I got Miles to rap on Born to Love You, the song.
But that's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do you consider what I was doing on that song singing or rapping, or is it something in between the two?
Like I feel like half of your first verse was rapping a little bit.
You think so?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that's
until you started singing, like hitting notes and shit.
Right. I can't classify myself as either one. I'm a rapper that likes to sing, and sometimes what I do is a little bit of both. Like sometimes what Drake does is a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Like the cadence might be like a rap cadence, but I might also have some melody to it too. And I think that that's what sets me apart from other rappers and other singers.
You did rap on Born to Love You. I think it was like the last track.
Nope.
Nigga, yes.
Well, I'm happy to go back through and listen, but I don't recall rapping at all on that project.
There was, hold on. I'm looking at it right now.
I didn't rap again. I didn't rap at all till Ceiling. So Born to Love You was 2017. I came out with Ceiling.
Look at me trying to tell you how you do your shit.
You know what? You might be right. There might be something that you hear that you consider rap that I don't consider rap. It's subjective. Like,
let's see. I'm sorry. Murder Business. Was it Murder Business?
There's no rap on Murder Business.
Oh no. What song was it? What?
None of them.
Oh, you were singing this whole thing. Oh, it was Light Work. Light Work.
Hey, I didn't rap on Light Work either.
That's not rapping?
You consider that rapping? I don't consider that rapping.
Nigga, you're rapping.
If that's what I'm saying. It's a perception thing. So you might consider that rapping, but for me, when I was writing that and delivering that did not feel like rapping to me. That was more like singing to me.
Really?
Yes.
I see what you mean. But to me, I would put that in a rap category.
Got you. Well, I'll take it.
That song was hard.
Thank you. But I flip-flop back and forth between the two. So,
What do you like performing nowadays?
Where do I like performing?
What
do I like?
Like, do you like performing a lot of your newer sing-songy, or do you kind of like do your hard body karate shit?
A little bit, both, honestly. I feel because like when I perform live, when we do the live show, we do a lot of my older stuff. Like I said, we have a version of Kale and Yoga. We do Please Understand Me. Like we go back.
I heard that.
What? Please Understand Me?
The Kale and Yoga.
I don't know. It's on my YouTube.
No, record the performance.
Record the live version?
Yes.
No, the live version of us performing that song as a band is on my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's out there. But yeah, no, like so we have revamped a lot of my old stuff, which is really hard. Hard stuff like I do Lift Off with them. I like doing both of them. I like singing live too. Shit, I don't know. Like I don't think there's anybody that can beat me at doing both consistently. Like back, especially live, because I'm like switching, going back and forth in the moment. Like and singing and rapping come from two different places. Like you're using two different systems within your body. So it's not easy to do, but I love doing it.
Now brings my next question. Do you think that there is any other female artist, rapper, whatever, fucking with you?
Well, so I've heard a lot of the rap women that raps try to sing, and I've heard a lot of the ones that sing try to rap.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just step out there and say that I don't think that, of course, everybody has their talent and their strong point, but I honestly think that I have something that sets me apart.
Let's talk about it.
Excuse me?
I said, let's talk about it. Yes. I agree with you. I've always said this, but I just wanted to hear you say this because you've always been humble. You have. You're always humble. You're never saying like, oh yeah, nobody's fucking with me, but like it's kind of for real.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I can never say that because as soon as I do, it'll be somebody that'll be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? So I want to acknowledge that there's a lot of talent out here. And I learned from every female artist. Like, I'm like, damn, she dope with the thing. And like, damn, she making beats while I'm not making beats. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I definitely know I need to grow. But I think, like I said, I think I got something.
Or you're like, damn, she's on Moke beats while I'm not on Moke beats. Stuff like that.
Listen, I know I got access to the catalog, man. I know.
Well, yes, but if you would use the catalog, I mean,
don't worry. It's we forever friends. So,
I know, but I'm always gonna talk my shit. That's what I do.
I know. That's your job.
Are you still doing the Are you still doing cake?
I'm doing what I can with cake. So I stepped back to focus on building my platform and my profile and what I needed to do as an artist. Because in order for me to conduct and fund and, co-sign and support all these other little branches of what I'm trying to do, my career got to be in good shape. So that's what my main focus has been. But cake is always alive and moving and doing something and, working with this person or that person or fostering or giving resources or advice. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that hit me up for advice. What do I tell my daughter? My daughter is interested, whatever. That's cake. You know what I mean?
Is cake a nonprofit?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say if cake ever becomes my business, like I was gonna say, would you charge people like, yo, what should I do about my daughter? Like, yo, it's 150 before I can even talk to you about that?
No.
Charging the consultation fee?
No. Well, see, the nonprofit side wouldn't do that. If at some point I decide to make it a for-profit thing, then I would do consultation. We all got to make money. That's the point here. I'm building something. I'm building a kingdom here. So yeah, I would definitely consider it. But where we're at right now, kind of still building the grassroots and building from the ground up, I wouldn't. I just want to help.
Now, are you still Crevival? You still doing that?
Yes. So actually, it's my publishing company. The entity itself, I would like eventually at some point to become a label or some kind of entity within the music industry that develops artists, that pushes artists. So that's what we're working towards. But it's just quiet. Same thing with cake. It's just quiet right now while I, do this groundwork to build myself.
Now, as an artist, do you think, because I feel like I felt like when you were when you dropped Kellen Yoga, like to me, I thought that was maybe you at your peak, but now I see you here, and I feel like this is you at your peak. So, do you think that right now, since you're like on a hot streak, it would be impossible for you to kind of like take on other artists or create a record label that has other artists under you? Because you're like, do you have enough time to worry about the artists? What I'm saying.
Yes, a particular kind of artist that already brings something to the table and has clear goal in mind. You know what I mean? That has the space to really, because I move fast and I move quick, and I don't have time to stop and baby people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm doing right now. So yes, the right artist, I would definitely bring in under my umbrella, share my resources with them. And, the better you do, the better I do. The better I do, the better you do. So I would definitely do that. And that's what I want Revival to do at some point.
Are you necessarily looking for a female artist, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter to me. Talent is talent. I'm always going to ride for the female artists because I feel like they're underrepresented. You know what I mean? Especially good, talented, imaginative, introspective ones. Like there's a certain type of female talent that needs to be pushed out there more than it is already right now. And I feel like the way my career is going, I feel like I can do that. I can help that.
Yeah. So do you I know you said you're working on stuff, but do you have any like shows coming up that you?
So I have one in negotiation for the end of the month, so I can't announce that yet. But I was at Geraldine's last week in the Hotel Van Zandt.
Wait, they got a like a music spot in there?
Oh yes. So there's the bar and restaurant, and you got the pool, outdoor, rooftop. Well, actually on the 4th floor. You got to come to the next one. So we just did this last one on the 28th, but September 29th and November 24th, I'll be back there with the band doing our live show. And it's a really nice
residency there.
Was who there?
You have a residency?
It's kind of like a residency. It's recurring shows, definitely.
See, so there, that tells me like you're not a rapper anymore. Rappers aren't getting residencies.
You're right. Well, you know what? I don't consider myself a rapper, and the rappers in Austin definitely don't consider me. I don't get mentioned in circles. When the Chronicle had that cover with the 21 best rappers in Austin, I wasn't.
How did you ascend? Like I remember the kind of the transition, but because now you were like literally in a lane of your own. And I'm not too saying that shit because you're my friend, but like I'm literally trying to think about like you have literally ascended from a rapper to we don't even know what the fuck to call it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I asked you, why won't you put out a fucking R&B album?
Because what is an R&B album anymore? I mean, this is Anastasia, the project. There's like only 2 rap verses on the whole thing. So how is that not an R&B project? You know what I mean? Like, what is R&B? What makes it an R&B?
Right. You said that there's two rap songs on there, so that's what makes it not an R&B album. But what I will say that album was to me, that was like your debut album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I met you as Anya.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you don't even go by Anya no more. Sometimes I still call you that. Now I tried to call you Anastasia respectfully because I realize you don't like being called Anya, even though it's not about what I like calling you. But but hearing your album to me, even though I've heard other multiple projects of you, like this is just like you coming out of a cocoon or something.
You know what? Every project should feel like that. I should surprise you. The next project, you should be like, oh my God, damn, I didn't know she could do that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's part of what I'm supposed to be doing as an artist.
But this is like you going from raspity to flowetry.
Right.
That's not a bad thing. That's a great thing.
Because I can. You know what I mean? You can't stagnate. Now, I needed all of that. All the rap stuff that I put out, all the going out and, staying out doing showcases till 1, 2 in the morning, with 20 dudes on stage, all that rap shit. Like, I needed that to build myself. I needed that to toughen my skin. I needed to know that I could hang and do that and be accepted. And people still be like, damn, you know what? You dope. You know what I mean? Like, I needed all of that. But now I can flex a little bit more. I feel like I've earned the right to stretch out and flex on the track. And I think a lot of rappers could do the same thing. They just either don't, or they don't feel like their fans are ready to accept it, or they don't, they're kind of scared to mess with their image a little bit. I don't have none of that going on. I'm like, tomorrow I might put out a classical. I might put out an instrumental something. I might, you just never know. Because I like I said, I trust myself that whatever I put out, I'm not going to send you nothing that's not dope already. You know what I mean? So Yeah. It's just about the confidence.
And who you working with? Who's new that you're working with? Or who do you want to work with?
Musically?
Yeah. Musically, whatever, musically.
Right. I don't, any and everybody is on my wish list. You know what I mean? Like I have people, certain folks in the rap community that I would love to do stuff with, like Toby, he's like the pinnacle of independent artists right now. I would love to do something with him and their camp.
Toby who? Miles?
No, Toby and Guigwe. The dude in Dallas?
Oh, yeah. Houston.
Dallas? Houston? I don't know.
Houston.
I thought it was Dallas. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I want to work at the top of the top. I'm still waiting on my moment to sit in a room with Jay-Z. Like all of that is still on my wish list to do.
Now, what if they didn't give you a shot with Jay-Z, but they gave you a shot with Jay Prince? Would you take it?
Yep. Why wouldn't I? Of course. We got stuff to talk about. I think me and Jay Prince are like distant cousins, actually.
Real. No, I was gonna say, what if he wanted to make you a drug mule?
Well, I don't need to know. See, that's the thing. I'm at the point in my life where I can be like, fuck off with that shit. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a musician. That's it.
I'd be like, okay, tell me more details.
No, if it ain't about music, because you know what? I don't know. I feel like I'm at the point now where if I can't work with somebody or if they're not talking the things I need them to talk, somebody else is I'm gonna find my way in. No matter what.
What I've always respected about you, and we'll wrap it up because we're almost at the 45-minute mark. But what I've always respected about you is that you were one of the very few, and I say this respectfully, you were one of the very few female artists that I know that don't fall into the bullshit, that ain't fucking the producer, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of respect and dignity for yourself, and I've always respected that about you.
Yeah.
Like I always, and I'm not saying that most women are like that, but out of musicians, I know some do some crazy shit.
That's true.
And I've talked to you before, during, and after studio sessions. You know what I'm saying? Ask you how it went, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like there's times you've been real with me to let me know about the bullshit. But I always respect that you just like you get everything yourself. Like you get it all by skill.
Yeah. I mean, you I don't know, like relationships are important. And the scene, the music scene and the industry is small. So you spend your time with one person or you make an exchange or you barter your time with one person. That person's going to come back around eventually. And it's not going to be convenient or cute and conversations are had. And I want my name to be impeccable. You know what I mean? Oh, no, she comes in here. She's about her work. You know what I mean? I want that to be my reputation because that follows you. You know what I mean? And then once you go down that road, you can't take that back. You know what I mean? Like the one thing that I have is my good name. That's the one thing that I have. Aside from my talent and all of that, which I could lose, like all of that could go. But one thing you can say about me, one thing you can't say about me is that one thing that you must say about me is that I take my work seriously. And this is all about work. I don't need the personal side of it. My home life is happy and peaceful. And I like to keep it that way. When I deal with people, they know what it's about, business.
That's facts. I mean, and I respect it because I remember there was a time back in the day when I was messing with some chick who loved the podcast, and boy, that turned out weird.
Hey, my biggest fan. You remember that?
Oh man, yeah.
So I've learned. I've
definitely
learned.
Yo, I'll tell you off of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been through some things.
Yeah, man. Yo, and so I don't want to keep you because I know you're a busy person.
Take your time. We good.
I know, but I'm respectful.
I appreciate that.
And especially how you clicked on me before we got on.
I don't ever click on you.
Yo, you clicked on me before we came on here, and I'm not even mad about it because you always click on me. You always click on me.
Why do you think that is?
And sometimes I'm out of line. I know I am.
Why do you think I'm comfortable enough to click on you?
Right. That's why. Like I don't mind. Like I love you, nigga. Like I know. Like that's why I don't get mad. Cause sometimes it's a well-deserved clicking. And today was a well-deserved clicking. I was out of pocket.
Sometimes I just gotta remind you who you talking to. Like it's a brotherly, sisterly thing.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And that's why I don't get mad, but I do feel a type of way when you start going on caring about all this new music and trying new shit. And I have heard, like, nigga, like, what are you're making this face like if I don't usually be like, yo, why haven't you sent me shit?
You do. And I do. Like, if there's nothing, if I haven't sent you anything, it's probably not.
You literally just said, I've been working on some new shit. You literally just said that.
I also tell you that I usually wait until the point where I'm comfortable sharing it. Because if I share it before I'm comfortable and you don't like it or you act weird about it, I'm going to take it personal. It's a little awkward. Yeah. So I be trying to spare myself. So I try to make it presentable up to a certain point so I can share it with you.
Okay.
But I definitely, when I think about people that I want to send my music to just to get an honest, straight up opinion on it, you're like in my top 3.
All right.
Yeah. We didn't talk about my new venture that I'm getting into.
What?
I am coming out with my own brand.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck? And I'm over here drinking bum ass Chardonnay.
You'll have a bottle of Hera tropical rum.
Wait. Rewind. How did this fucking happen? And this goes on to shit that you don't be telling me. Like I had to find this out like before the fucking podcast.
I'm bad about this because it's not just about you. Don't take it personal. It's just I be so in the mix doing stuff. You know what I mean? You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to come up with this and find that and do this and do that. That I don't ever talk about it. It's just like, well, when it drops, people will see it. You know what I'm saying? And that should be dropping this week. But yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Where?
So we'll announce and put out a press release this week that officially says, hey, Anastasia Hera, the rap artist from Austin, Texas, officially has her own line of tropical rum, and it'll be available in stores coming in September. You know,
stores in Austin? I don't care about it.
I mean, not just stores, but think about Twin Liquor, Specs, the hotel, the restaurant, the bar, the clubs.
Oh man, what is it called?
It's my middle name, Hera, Hera, like the goddess Hera. And this first run that we're gonna do is a banana coconut rum. So this one is gonna be Hera tropical rum. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm really, this is new for me, but I have good guidance. Like the lady that I teamed up with to manufacture the liquor, like she owns the distillery and she's just kind of walking me through the business. Hera, not Hare.
Yo, nigga, nigga live. I'm sipping a little bit, Also,
you have to capitalize it. Hera. It's all 4 caps.
RA, all 4 caps.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Branding. Yes, you got it.
Hera, you could be like the Soldier Boy of Austin and be like, yo, none of y'all rappers had fucking rum first.
Why not the P. Diddy of Austin? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know the Soldier Boy just been saying, don't mess up my joke.
You got it.
Yo, okay. How did this come about? Like, we cannot skip because niggas, I am a drinker and I would love to drink some of this, but I would love to know maybe how to get my own rum.
Right. And so why would I want to give out my secret?
That is very true. But okay, how did this come about though?
So yeah, actually my management, I just got management earlier this year, you know what I'm saying? And it's been like a really...
Was it the same management we talked about earlier?
Yes.
Like a long time ago?
A few months ago. This happened in February, March is when we started.
Wait, was I living in the islands then?
No, that was you had it was this year. It was This year that I signed with management.
Okay, yeah, you've been bougie with me, so I don't know. All right, so go ahead.
But yeah, no, my management kind of was looking, as they're supposed to do, looking for deals, endorsements, partnerships.
They're going like above and beyond, though. If you're getting this,
supposed to, because the better I do, the better they do.
Correct.
Exactly. So, and then it was just a good fit. It was a good fit. It was the right time. They were looking for somebody, whose star was on the rise. Someone that could really push the brand forward. And really like give the rum life. I think it just fits with my lifestyle, as an artist. I think the tropical thing fits with, just how I live. And
have you tasted it?
Yes, I have. Yeah. That was important. I was like, I can't co-sign a product that I haven't tried and that I don't fully believe in. So yeah, they sent me some samples from South Carolina where it's going to be manufactured and bottled. And it's really good. Like you can mix it with coconut water, pineapple juice, cranberry. You can drink it straight. It goes with Sprite, ginger ale, anything. It's really good.
Is it dark or clear?
It's clear.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have a bottle?
I do not have a bottle. I don't.
Are they
bottles? And we drank them.
Are they gonna have like the design? Are they gonna is it gonna be Sahara tropical rum on it?
Of course. So I got my graphic designer Tosin. He's kind of been working on giving the whole line a visual identity. You know what I mean? I told him what I was going for, how I wanted it to feel, how I wanted it to look, what colors I was, what colors I wanted it to be. So it's been my vision all the way down. But he did what he did. He got a logo together. I've got the label together. It's just that with alcohol labels, there are a lot of these government regulations and stipulations. It has to say certain things, like cigarette boxes, like the warning. So we're working on all of that. But I can show you. I'll send you a mock-up of the label once we get off of this. So you can just preview and see what it looks like. Catch the aesthetic.
Why do people be like downplaying like big shit they be doing?
I don't think I've downplayed it at all. I'm excited about it.
No. You're playing it well right now. But earlier,
a bigger deal. Oh, okay.
Earlier, I was like, "Yo, what you want to talk about?" You mentioned nothing of this.
Right. You're right. Like I said, I'm in it. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to really step back and say, hey, you know what? Actually, this really big thing is happening to you. It's just like, I got to do this next thing. What's next? And it probably won't sink in until, I get a box, my first shipment of it, and I can hold it in my hand and crack open the bottle and, bring you a bottle or whatever I need to do. It probably won't sink in until then.
What's crazy is even though a lot of crazy shit is happening in 2021, a lot of people I know, including myself, are winning 2021. It's crazy.
Yeah. What's that about? What you think about that?
For me, I think it's I just stopped pitying myself and just started doing shit.
Yeah.
And being a normal nigga. I even shaved today. I was like, because I told myself I'm gonna start grooming myself again. Meaning I'm gonna start getting edge ups.
Right.
I'm gonna start twisting my hair. Not gonna be wearing the hats. I'm not gonna be wearing the dashiki all the time.
Dashiki is nice. It's not a dashiki.
It's a shirt.
No, to me that fits you. Like the colors and the pattern, the brightness of it. To me, that is very you. So I like that look.
Shout out my old roommate Josh. He went to India and he brought this back and he was like Moke. And I was like, yeah, I have a couple shirts like this, but this is the only one that looks like it could be from Africa.
Okay, got you. I like it. It's a good look.
Stop. Oh, wait. There's my gunshots. Yes, that's my.
Okay.
Sorry, but anything else you want to get to before we get out of here?
I think we pretty much covered it this time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anya, this is always a pleasure. I'm sorry if I was harassing you. I do thank you because what people don't realize is me and her, we are really good friends. And she did click on me before we got on here. You clicked on me. You did. I click
on you out of love.
I know you clicked on me where I was like, "Yo, do you still want to do this?" but we're so much good friends that it's not even awkward. But you did click on me. I just wanted to say that. But I mean, I really do thank you for being on here. I'm proud of you and everything you do. I'm excited about your rum because I like to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I want to hear you. I want to hear some fucking music.
Got you. I got you.
I love the way you're going with your music because you're in your own lane, and I love the fact you have a band now. So are there any last words? Tell people how to find you. Yada yada yada.
So the same place that you have always been able to find me. Instagram is a good place to start. Anastasia_Hera_. Or my website, AnastasiaHera.com. And then from there, you can follow me on all social media. You can listen to music, watch videos, and stay in touch.
Wow. All right. That was good. Thanks, Anastasia. Anastasia and the Heroes. Peep them out. Y'all come out with an album. You said that, right? You're gonna do a live album.
Working on that. Hopefully in the fall. By the end of the year, we should have something.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And as always, it was a pleasure.
Yes, likewise. Thanks for having me.
Yes, I will probably be text you in a bit, harassing you about some songs and shit.
No worries. Cool.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye.
Thank y'all for watching Moke Friends. Today it was Moke and Anastasia. I have my Free Yourself hat on. Looks like I work at Whataburger. I am going to go watch the Dipset versus the Locks versus. So I hope y'all enjoy that. And here's the outro.